certainly this side, we are seeing Aranea sneaking down there, though, so maybe he's going to try and sneak in. You can see 80% win rate for Aranea on these Sins. Certainly was very successful in the opening weeks, and now they're going to go on towards Tabs. They're going to have the hook. Still hasn't been used there. Won't be kill. It's going to be Aranea lands first blood. Can they get the second one? Mithy's going to have to run for this one. The hook come out. Oh, it forces the flash from Mithy, but that's a summoner spell burn, and that was first blood for Alternate.
That was beautiful coordination right there. They knew Tabs' flash was down. We talked about that summoner spell advantage earlier in the game. The level 1 moves. Oh, here comes the gank on Ferelyn.
They're going to dive in, but Ferelyn managed to get exhaust down on Nuke Duck just as it started. I'm not too sure whether he's going to go down. The Ignite will run, but they are going to get a lot of pressure on the turret. Ferelyn sticking around. Dangerous play.
The flash is still up for Nuke Duck, and Mithy's going to get caught out. He's dead.
The Flay comes in. It's Aranea that's going to go in, but White Knight takes the kill. That's what they needed. Switch forms, pounce away. Oh, that hook landing actually from Jeremy. He goes in for it towards Tabs. The Flay's there. White Knight's going to follow up in it, but here comes Nuke Duck. Suddenly throws out the Dark Lance, and Jeremy's in trouble. He's going to have Aranea coming in with the safeguard, but now Aranea is in trouble. He kicks one away. Is it going to be enough to turn it around, though? The spear's not landing on Dexter, and it's Alternate that, oh, he does manage to land the safe spear. White Knight goes aggressive. True Shot Barrage misses out to the side. Now they're going to throw the spears towards Nuke Duck. Alternate continuing to follow on this one. It is just a 3v4. You wouldn't believe it's Alternate that have the number disadvantage because they're the ones doing the chasing.
And they're almost doing enough damage to have control over Dragon at the end of the day right here, because those javelins are doing so much. It's on Tabs to land one more piercing arrow to bring the health bars low enough, but blue buff freaking Needly heals so much that they're staying full health. They're going to go for another snipe on a Tabs.
Tries to throw the spear out, didn't land it, and again, as two of them actually pinned on the turret, Mithy's just going to keep sidestepping. They're not giving up on this one because while this is happening, they're taking the Dragon down. It's just Aranea and White Knight just managed to take it themselves. There's going to be the spears thrown out. Ferelyn playing defensive quarterback duties around the side there. It's not quarterback, he's not going to be defensive, is he?
Safety, maybe? Here we go. No blue buff on Nuke Duck really helps them here. Double Thorns Rings will help somewhat, but now the test is how well do Tabs and Nuke Duck get rid of minions?
Well, we're going to see Dexter coming in there. The hook gets thrown out, lands. They don't follow up on it, though. Chain of Corruption does land. Crescendo layered perfectly on there. Jerry safeguard straight away for Aranea. He's going to get dropped. His both supports are down now, but in comes Zero around the side. Can he get his Slicey Maelstrom in the right position? He catches on to Bronze Ferelyn. We see just down the bottom, that's Kirk getting taken down there. Ferelyn taken low. White Knight taken low. He's going to get stunned off. There's going to be Tabs. Nuke Duck comes in, cleans house, and it's just Aranea, the only man to survive. Brilliant play from Lemon Dogs. That's a pincer move.
Absolutely amazing. It really, really was a great pincer move right there. The just amount of catch they have, and Nuke Duck saving his ultimate to use it later on in the fight. Crowd control is the #1 bane of a poke composition. They tend to be squishy champions. Ara tried to knock them back. You saw his kick come through onto Dexter, I believe. I really like that Alternate are giving the blue buffs back to Ferelyn Lord instead of Kurt, because he's not only poking but also healing, and low cooldown heals are so important because of things like that.
Flash Crescendo comes in, a beautiful Cataclysm onto Ferelyn Lord. He's got nothing left. Heals himself up. Is it enough, though? He does pounce away. J-Re gets away. Safeguard comes through. Piercing arrow lands. Finally, he gets locked up and taken down by Zero. Now they're going to go on towards Aranea. Flash stun card comes out from Nuke Duck. They go on towards Aranea. He's taken so low, but again, the safeguard manages to keep him alive. And it was just a 1-for-0 trade. Alternate looking to turn it back around.
And a lot of flashes were burned right there. More for Lemon Dogs than were burned for Alternate. So they can actually outposition the enemy team in this next fight. And of course, Alternate as well. Look at Mithy. He has no mana, whereas Ferelyn Lord has a ton, so they can push forward.
There's a big star. Oh, Kirk gets caught out. Nuke Duck. Oh, the spear, if it would have found its home, would have got the kill. The spear does find its home. It gets Zero. There's a giant wave on the bottom wave lane as well that Tabs has had to go back and deal with, which means Alternate, you can see on the screen, are going to get that Dragon. The gold is still just 1,000 between these two teams. Very, very close. Talked about this in the last match. Is it worth it, the trade? Fnatic did the trade last time around. They lost. They took an in-hib turret, but they lost the Baron. We're going to see whether it works for Alternate. They're going to try and steal this one away. Dexter getting hooked. He's going to get flayed away as well. Oh, Nuke Duck gets in. Does get a tower down. They got the steal as well. Would you believe it? Dexter has managed to get it away. They are going to get all killed. Chain of Corruption comes out. Tabs is merely using that as an escape tool. There is one death. It's J-Re that goes down, but that is an inhibitor taken down. Oh, the damage coming out towards Ferelyn Lord there. Gets that piercing arrow. It seems to be doing wonders. Nuke Duck is wiping out those waves. You can see.
They caught Ferelyn Lord.
They do catch him out, and he just got melted. There was no doubt about that one. That piercing arrow doing a lot of damage. The Shuriken's doing a lot of damage. And now again, you can see just in that split screen, Nukeduck continuing to throw out the cards, continuing to do the damage, and there is the turret going down, the second inhibitor turret for Nukeduck.
8-4 in turrets right now. They're going to look for number 9, the last inhibitor turret still standing right here, and that is... It's so good for Lemondogs. They're still running around with this Baron buff, and that actually does so much for them, because normally health regen is the thing that is your limiter on how much you can push against poke. With a Baron buff, it's a lot easier to do so.
Well, the inhibitor, the second one has gone down. The inhibitor turret about to go down. It'll be the third one of the game. They try to go aggressive. They hang on just about, but they got super minions on the Nexus turrets again here. Alternate are just being played like a deck of cards, and it's going to be Nukeduck on Twisted Fate that's doing it. That's going to be another turret finally going down. 5 members of Lemondogs grouping in there, and they're going to have to disengage, so they just caught the True Shot Barrage.
They've taken just enough damage, and the Baron buff has timed out, so Lemondogs can't stay for this anymore. Now, how much can Alternate chase? How many acceleration gets can they land? How much can they dive in there? You're seeing Alternate just try to dive forward. Aura lands a Q on the minions and push forward as well, but no, he's getting pushed back too much. But at the same time, they're getting flanked.
We can maybe try and shove them out.
They can try to shove them out, but they don't get to contest for Baron. The base would die too fast, and unless he had a dedicated defender, but then they're trying to fight Baron 4v5, and that won't work either. So Lemondogs will get this one for free. And honestly, the super mid is flooding in, plus the Baron buff. This is Lemondogs' game right here. They are the more powerful team. Their team fight is stronger, and now that the poke isn't hurting them anymore, they've got Sona with decent mana regen, and she's actually now getting a Null Magic Mantle. She actually might be getting a chalice at this point, but with Baron buff itself, they've probably got enough to get away with getting poked at and still team fighting afterwards.
Looking to try and land that stun card on Lord as he wipes out that wave in the bottom lane, but the rest of the team, Lemondogs, with that Baron buff, are starting to push in the mid lane. The double super minions coming in towards the base of Ultimate. They're desperately trying to defend this one off. There's the inhibitor respawning in the middle. The top and the bottom, of course, were taken around it in the last push. Are we actually going to see Nukeduck joining them? Yes, we are. So 5 members of Lemondogs this time. True Shot Barrage used out. Everything being thrown out, but nothing seemingly working for Alternate.
And Tabs gets poked down to like 2/3. He lost 1,000 HP, and you couldn't even tell. He's healthier than the enemy AD carry. And here to the push in with Super Minions. This could be the game.
One Nukeduck goes down. One Nexus turret goes down. The second Nexus goes in. Cataclysm comes out. Lemondogs dive in. Crescendo laying on top. It's going to be Jerry taken very low for Renlord just up the side. Doesn't matter. They went straight for the Nexus turret. And the Lemondogs have managed to pause another upset here. They've got a vengeance for their loss at DreamHack. Fantastic play for them, and that really shakes things up at the top of the table once again. Everybody is beating everybody this week.